Good morning. This morning, you are with me in 10 minutes. I'm talking about reading for kids. I have I have many kids here and with me, stay with me here. And since there are a lot of books in my library, every time I found them reading uh, behind the huge of books on the shelves, and also maybe sometimes also in the garden and sofa. Oh, wherever. I always find them reading. But of course, as a child, they also have many activities outside with their friends, and but mostly since their environment surrounding with books is one thing that mm, make them interact with yeah, stories, ideas, pictures, and so on. And I found that I've got a lot of quotes here. Maybe we might have uh, think about this for our children. Yes, this one is very important to consider. Reading is a means of thinking with another person's mind. It forces you to stretch your own, by Charles Scribner Jr. So when we read, really we think with using another person's mind. We feel ideas, not only ideas, but maybe phenomena and also situation. Yeah, using other via other person mind. So when the children read books, they learn to feel, to look at the world with another other people. Okay, well, of course, they also have their own way of thinking, but I think this one is the way to for them to learn how to look at something, yeah, with another kind of uh, think thinking. Okay, yes, and um, what is important while they are reading a lot, I found that their way of talking is different. They never use direct speech. They seems like to use indirect speech when we are communicating with with me, especially. Why? It is because they have learned a lot about sentences, so they know how to make sentences, not only a standard structure of subject, predicate, object, but they also use a kind of what's it called connotative, yeah, and not, yeah, something like that. uh, I've also got a quote here. Now a reader, tomorrow a leader. It's stressed that a leader have should start with a lot of reading when he's still a child. So if we want to uh, to what if we want our children tomorrow will be a good leader, so we can start now by giving them a lot of books to read so that they can have a dictionary of life, dictionary of uh, glossary, and dictionary of ideas. They love. Yes, I think leaders should read a lot. Should uh, know more. Yeah, by uh, reading books. Reading books help us to travel around the world without moving from our chairs. So it makes our imagination broadened. Um, a leader should be a imaginative person, so that when they make a decision, it's not only pragmatical but also uh, carried uh, innovation, creative, and also empathy. Okay, so um, when my kids here uh, found books on science, on uh, technology, also and stories, there seems that their questions to me is very smart. Yeah, very smart. I wonder when he has something that I never think before. So, oh, it must be because he has, they have read aloud and try to understand more, to know more about what they have read on the books. So, uh, how to make my our kids like reading? The only thing is to prepare the surroundings, our environment at home, uh, small library, even a reading corner maybe. It's not too difficult to make it. If we know what will be the result by having this. So I suggest you from starting from now to consider about having a reading corner in a certain place in your house, maybe in the garden, maybe also in the veranda, yeah, wherever, and however, and whatever. So, and you will found that their not a burden on kids. Their energy will share with readings so that they can uh, share the times on not only playing games but also playing outside the yards, yeah, and the yard, and also reading. So they can use their energy, not easily bored, because most children easily bored when they do the same thing in a long time. So why don't we facilitate them with books and uh, yes, toys. Yes, not only give them gadget. Okay, we only complaining about that without having a solution or having to find another way to accommodate that energy. I think it is only useless. Okay, thank you for listening. We will meet again any times in this podcast. Kanakon. Uh, See you. Bye.